Okay, I hope that thing's still running well. Oh, do do do. Yada yada you. Yada yada hey. Oh yeah. Okay. Back to here. Hang on, folks. Be right with you. All right. Sorry, I'm running a little bit behind today. All right, now I'm done. Okay. How's everybody doing out there? Sorry, that took a little bit longer. Series 8. Oh, that was. Give me. I'm rewinding. See. Oh, Capaldi's first season. Yeah, there were some bumps and bruises here and there. The main reason I was calling this tonight. I can't harp on Nerdrotic too bad. Here's the reason why. If you go back a couple weeks on Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, I actually met the guy. He's pretty level-headed. All right, the reason I call this Game of Butthurt is because, once again, everybody's now jumping up and down going, this is the worst series. This is the worst series of Game of Thrones ever. Oh my God, I sounded like that thing. Oh my, I don't know. I'm going to have to get an orange wig. Hello there. But what happened was this. Arya Stark kills the Night King. Now, it's I can't see anything on the screen. I'm like, that's funny because my wife and I watched the episode in question. They're talking about the Battle of Winterfell, if memory recalls. And it's like, I can't see anything. That's funny. We sat there and watched it, enjoyed the episode. There was nothing wrong. Oh, look at here. That's right. Look at that. I got this at Who North America, by the way. As long as your coffee stays hot, the TARDIS stays appeared. And when the coffee cools down, the TARDIS disappears. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Game of Thrones because it's reminding me a lot. Yes, it is. It's reminding me a lot about what was going on with Doctor Who. Yes, it is. Because the butthurt started, I'm not kidding, the first complaints I saw was because Arya Stark killed the Night King, and then they were throwing fits all over Twitter. They were throwing fits all over Facebook. And then all of a sudden it became, the episode's too dark, I can't see it. And now that's become the big thing. The episode's too dark. Well, when you have a battle at night, you can't see a whole lot of shit. And the thing is, I saw enough to know what was going on. It was meant to add to the atmosphere of the episode. Plus, it was stressed that due to the compression of the stream in some areas from HBO and all that, and that's what caused a lot of the difference. Yeah, I was fine. No, very simple. You want to know how she snuck past them? Why do you think she went to the men with many faces? John wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes against the Night King. That was demonstrated. Yeah, he mentions he wanted a fight between John and the Night King. John wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes against the Night King, and you saw why. Remember when John confronted the Night King? All they had to do was go, up, everybody back in the pool, and that was it. So that's why, yeah, John killed a White Walker, but he didn't stand a chance to get the Night King. Night King was like, all right, how many here playing D&D? That's like taking on a minor wraith versus a lich. Night King lich. This, not even a waif of a zombie. So Big difference between Night King and your regular White Walker. The reason why Arya could do it is because they never said that. You see, the prophecies can go either way. Also, prophecies sometimes don't come true. At least not in the ways you read them. So we can argue about that all night, but I'm just saying is this. The second she killed the Night King, it was all over the place. People were throwing screaming Mimi fits going, John should have killed the Night King. And I'm like, that's funny because Melisandre told Arya Stark, and she even repeated the phrase before she went off to meet up with Bran. So that's too bad. He signed over his rights. He gets what he gets. He's going to get a big fat paycheck from it anyway. I enjoyed it. I do not see what was the problem. Either way, in my opinion, Night King was wiped out too easily. They should have gotten at least 10 episodes for this season. Now they're in. You see what's going on is now they're in a rush. I kind of feel bad because even though I enjoyed the first episode because it got everybody back together in one place, you wasted a whole lot of time on reunions. And, well, like I said, it was big. You just couldn't see it. Come on. Didn't you not see the whole, nearly every Dothraki ride off? And then, he's got his lit sword and then they all disappear. But I'm sorry, I disagree with you. I enjoyed the episode. I saw no problem with it. All right. Well, moving along. I just wanted to bring that up. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do a live stream tonight, because this is reminding me of the exact same shit they pulled after Jodie Whittaker was announced as the Doctor. All of a sudden, it's going to suck. The series is going to be bad. Arya kills the Night King, and next thing you know, we've got a whole bunch of people becoming armchair cinematographers. Ugh. I know that is the part I was disappointed about, was the fact that, wait a minute, the Night King did quite a bit. I don't know if you're watching the same episode as same series as I was. I was anticipating more people dying. Is anyone else going to hop in on this? Anyone else watch Game of Thrones? No, I think a whole lot of people are going to be dead by the end of this season. Well, that too. You see, it's kind of a general purpose, even though I was starting with Game of Thrones. Now, I miss Clark Greggs, but I've heard about Brie Larson. The problem is this. Once you sign somebody, I think she's got like a 5-picture deal. The ink's already dry on the contract, and of course, she's pretty young. She doesn't know the business, and she's just gone on to go crazy a little bit. Like I said, I can understand how she's been misquoted in some ways, but at the same time, why would you pick on middle-aged white guys when you know full well that's the bulk of your audience? But at the same time, we all knew Captain Marvel was going to be a hit because they had already plugged this as being part of the Infinity War saga. So, of course, everybody who's seen, the first movie and is going to see Endgame is going to go watch that one because they want to see that, because they think it's a part of that series. All right, so once again, I do not agree with what's going on with this whole Game of Thrones shit. People are jumping up and down now saying it's the worst series ever, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, so much for dedicated fandom. So, what can you do? My girlfriend's brother. Well, that's like saying my cousin Larry from Arkansas said I can't pick the banjo. Which I can't anyway. But I was never really good at it. But okay, questions, queries, concerns. There will not be a Christmas special this year. I highly doubt it. If there is, I'll be amazed because, okay, here's the rub. The Metro article, the Guardian article, all that are quoting the Daily Star. Now, all right, hang on. I'll get to that in a minute, Shaggy. Shaggy's actually why no one went to filming. The Daily Star article that they're quoting, I've been checking with Doctor Who Production News as well as some other people. They can't find the article that they were quoting in the first place. So, exactly, you liked it, I did. I liked it, you didn't. I'm fine with that. So, what's going on is, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's called a festive special now, by the way. So, okay, lost my train of thought there. Okay, so that's right. The Daily Star article, that doesn't exist. No one can find this Daily Star article that they're quoting unless it was in the printed edition of one of the days this year. But nobody has seen it online anywhere. The one saying that there's going to be a Christmas special this year. All I'm telling you is this. As far as a Christmas special this year, as of 2019, don't get your hopes up because the Daily Star is right down there with the Mirror and all that. Whereas the Mirror is actually a right every now and then. The Star, never. Oh, you better tell me what sources, because so far it is a rumor. Nope. Jodie's contract is 1 year with an option to pick up, just like everybody else's has been since the beginning of the show, the reboot in 2005. Because the reason why they're not doing Christmas anymore was this. Doctor Who was starting to drown on Christmas. Everybody and their grandmother puts a special on Christmas Day. And trust me, I don't like it either. But what happened is, sorry, that's my Instagram tweeting. But when they moved it to New Year's Day, when there's, see, it's that woman from Lucifer, Mazikeen. She's putting up a bunch of crap on Instagram again. But when they moved it to New Year's Day, they got the second most watched program on New Year's Day. The only program that beat them was Luther, which, come on, Idris Elba. I've never watched Luther, but everybody praises Luther to high heaven. So it was tough competition. Plus, this is the first time he'd come back to the character of Luther in a while. So a lot of people were looking forward to that. Or am I wrong? Let me know, because I don't keep up on Luther. I know Idris Elba, though, because sadly they hijacked him for that Dark Tower shit movie. Oh, God. Okay, someone goes, yeah, I agree with you. I'm sick of all the tires, all the things that, Jodie Whittaker and Chibnall are leaving at the end of Series 12. It's not true. There's nobody confirming that. No, she's not regenerating back into Capaldi. I think the tuxedo thing, what happened was we thought it was going to be a tuxedo because that's that first episode they were filming first. They went to the, spoiler alert, spy building with Stephen Fry. A little bit afterward, you saw Bradley Walsh and Taz Cole dressed in tuxedos. Then we started seeing filming reports from somebody claiming he had all these top secret pictures, which he don't. It's just what it is. When Jodie wears her regular coat, she's wearing it over her costume, and we notice the overcoat she's wearing from about the hem of her regular coat down is solid black. So a lot of people were going, okay, maybe she's joining in on the tuxedo thing, or at least that's one of the reports I remember hearing, is that it was a tuxedo. But now that we've seen her filming in a Victorian setting with what could be Florence Nightingale, it could be she's dressed in a Victorian doctor's outfit or a take on it. And that's why she's wearing the long dark coat, and that's why it looks like a tuxedo. Like I said, I'll believe it when I see the top half of the outfit. I'm sorry, my throat's dried out right now, Sutek. Maybe a little bit later. I got to get a little bit of fluids in me first, because I was doing some practice voices today, and Yep, Stephen Fry. Yeah, he's written one, but it never happened. Monsters, they'll have monsters next year. Come on, it's Doctor Who. They always have monsters. It's just, this is what happened. Everybody claimed they're sick of the Cybermen. Everyone claimed they're sick of the Daleks. Everyone claimed they're sick of that. Chibnall goes out. He tries to do something new, and look what happened. Bend over, Chib. You see what I mean? It's like, we're going to teach you to do something different. We want the same shit over again. Now, a lot of people are saying I'm saying the same thing about Star Trek. I said, no, I want something different in Star Trek, but I don't want them rewriting past shows because they can't think of anything of their own. But, well, I'm just saying in general, like the Daleks are overused. Doctor said I wasn't sick of any enemies. The problem is the Daleks, up till, like I said, I liked how the one Dalek was written in Resolution. That's how the Daleks should be. They should be cold-hearted, bloodthirsty, unless they're Eric in the Dr. Freedom and Eric audio adventures. Okay, and even then, Eric has his own agenda. You guys just haven't heard it yet. All right, filming today. All right, sorry. Thank you, Shaggy, for reminding me. I was on a rant there. Apparently, they're saying only one person showed up to the filming today. And the thing is, I'm beginning to wonder what's going on with that. If there isn't some kind of bullying going on, or that we're not hearing about, because I know that there was people. They see 9 times out of 10 though, when they don't want anyone there, they just go to a private location, and it is disheartening that nobody showed up, other than like 1 or 2 people to the filming. Also, the other big problem is, some of the people who've been showing up to filming are not fans. They're autograph hounds. And what they do is they take the autographs they get, they turn around, they sell them rather than, and it's just disheartening as hell that this shit goes on. And trust me, if I told you half the things these autograph hounds do, I've already heard of one that operates out of London that's, oh God, I can't go into detail. It's a mess. It's just evil. It's evil with a capital E. So they do need to lighten up the TARDIS. The TARDIS interior is a bit, I agree with you, John. The TARDIS interior is a bit too dark. As much as I like the new effects and stuff like that with the columns, and the time rotor's a bit too big. Are they compensating for something? Okay. Okay, what did they do to Tom Baker, Shaggy? Because I don't remember them doing anything to Tom Baker. Because I'm not sure where you're going there, because Tom's always been well respected in the community in general. Did I miss something? Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that video. Shaggy's talking about a video. I have to find a link for it. About the, what do you call it? There was autograph hounds after Tom Baker, because they know if they get an autograph from Tom Baker, you're guaranteed to make a couple £100 off it. Matter of fact, see that photo up there, guys? Right there, I'm pointing at right now. That autograph photo of Jodie. My friend Beef got that for me the day she appeared at BBC Radio 2, and she came out and she did autographs for all the people there. The problem is, nearly all the back column that are sticking the photos over people's head and shit, those are autograph dealers. And they're very rude. They'll jump up and down. They'll scream like banshees and fishwives. And that same photo, I saw it, in variations of it, was on eBay that night, less than 8 hours later, at £100 a pop. People wonder why autograph prices on the current stars are going through the goddamn roof, and that's because of these 2-bit autograph dealers that are showing up, and they get autographs claiming to be fans, or they'll use a disability, or they'll use their cuteness. They get a signature, and then next thing you know, they're handing it over to somebody for money, or they're putting it on eBay. And it's downright disgusting, because the way some of these people act, it makes it bad out of all of us. Okay, it makes a bad image out of all of us. And it's like, they're not even fans, most of them. They're just there to get money. Okay, both Bakers are still alive, by the way, Gregory DeGoff and John King, both Colin Baker and Tom Baker. So, Tom's in his 80s, Colin Baker's in his 70s, I think now. I'd have to look it up. I'm running off the hard drive here. So, I think, Tom's getting up there. He's what, about 84? Oh, no. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misread you there. Sorry, John. Okay, sometimes that thing jumps up so fast you only catch a glimpse. 85. I knew he was in that neighborhood. I really wish I could go to London Film and Comic Con, but unfortunately, it's never going to happen. It's just, I don't even know if I'm going to Chicago TARDIS this year because the only headliners they got, and I don't want to sound mean because I had a great time there last year, but come on. Here's their headliners. Taz Cole, which, okay, he's in the new series. I can maybe get into that. But then they also got 3 of the kids from Class. It's like, why in the fiddly-dee fucking hell are the kids from Class showing up at cons now? No one gives a shit. I hate to be mean. I hate to be, it's not their fault. But the problem is the writing, the way caught, the whole execution of that spinoff was shit. And no, trust me, it's not their fault. It's just I have no interest in Class. I have no interest in meeting anyone from the show Class. It's like I'm not berating anyone who does. That's your thing. But why should I go lay out money and drive 4 hours to a con when all you're going to have is Taz and Cole and a Class reunion? It's like, I don't know. It's like, it depends. I'll have to see who else is on the guest lineup. It's early days yet. Class was just horrible. Yeah, Class was slam dunked. And the thing is, it almost seems like to me, I'm going to go into conspiracy theory mode here. I wish I had my tinfoil hat. But, okay. It all seems to me like they set up Class to fail. Because people, we had a lot of people out there, especially in the Doctor Who community, who are jumping up and down going, we want to spin off. Because, you've got these breaks, you got these split seasons, you got these hiatuses, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's Class. Oh, God, don't even get me started on Class. It's just, oh, man. And then, when they did finally put Class on BBC One, first they tried it on their new online BBC Three with new improved bandwidth for shit. So, sorry, Connor, the show ain't even over yet. Okay, so they put it on BBC Three. Then they run it over to BBC One. They finally put it on. And they put it on Monday night at 11 o'clock, and they air it 2 episodes at a time. So from 11 to 1 a.m. on BBC One on Monday night at 11 p.m. It's like, talk about they didn't really want to give it a chance. The only good thing about Class was the opening couple minutes with Peter Capaldi. That was about it. And the first 3 episodes were okay. They were pretty good. The first 3. And then what Quill did was halfway decent. The other ones were, I'm sorry, but I don't think my toilet could flush that turd. I'm just, Yeah, sadly, there's only 2 more episodes of Game of Thrones, and they've got a lot of ground to cover, which is why I can't think of for the life of me, why in the name of hell did they bother to bring it back for 1 more series, and we're only going to give it 6 episodes? It's like now you've got to crunch and close down all these timelines in that amount of time. And it's like some of the episodes are like an hour and a half long. But come on, your first couple episodes were only an hour. Right there, you fucked up. I'm sorry. You should have had everything done for the setup at Winterfell in 1 episode. Hour and a half, boom. That way you could have concentrated on the thing of Winterfell for 2 episodes. Made it one big, huge battle that like goes into the next day and shit. But no! We're going to do it in 1. Oh, God. But there may be a reason for this. Now, how many here know about those 2 guys who created a show? I think it's Benioff is pronounced in Weiss. Guess what they're doing next? These guys are going to kiss HBO goodbye because they're going off to make mad Disney money. Yep, you got it, Connor. Folly. Yeah, they're going off to do Star Wars, and if I remember right, they are talking about doing Knights of the Old Republic. Now, I'm hoping they don't really screw it up like they have other, like, oh God. Also, you can kiss Rian Johnson's trilogy goodbye. Every indication is Brian Johnson basically got told, don't let your ass hit you don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. I liked X-Men Origins Wolverine, so ha! We differ in opinion. I will go smug now. See, look, my TARDIS is fading. See, my coffee's getting cooler, so my TARDIS is fading. The new Dark Crystal, it's a prequel series. And yeah, Logan was good. I agree with. I really liked Logan. They're doing a new trilogy, but it's going to be probably Knights of the Old Republic. The one that was going to be done with Rian Johnson has been pretty much shot down. It's over. Cersei is not going to keep the throne. She is going to be killed brutally and probably drawn and quartered. Oh, unless you're actually going to believe some of them Game of Thrones spoilers that have been going out. We got a Game of Thrones argument started in a chat, folks. Look at this. Behold the geek as it fights in its native habitat. The chat room is on a miss. Hang on, let me fill this up while they argue. There's every indication Matt Smith is in episode 9 because we can't find his name anywhere. I go, yeah, his name was on the Disney.co.uk cast list for episode 9, and then 48 hours later, his name and Dominic Monaghan magically disappears. It's called They Didn't Want It Getting Out because from what I'm hearing, I don't know what you're all hearing, it's something to do with the main part of the plan of the movie or the plot. I mean, so that's why they flushed his name out of there quick because people are afraid they'll find out Matt's in the movie. Matter of fact, I heard Matt, there was originally his role in the movie was to run the trash out, but or clean up the leftovers from the craft services table. Oh, sorry. Connor, seriously gonna die. She's gonna die badly. Just like that little devil heathen incest baby of hers, Joffrey. She gonna die. I'm hoping it isn't the obvious that Arya's gonna kill her, but no, Danny's not gonna sit on that throne either. I can tell you that for a fact. I'll be shocked if John does. I think they're going to go way out in left field. It ain't going to be Arya. It ain't going to be John. I don't think it's going to be Danny, and it definitely ain't going to be Cersei. I'm leaning towards Gendry. That's my theory. Nah, it won't be Bran. I'm beginning to believe that Danny and John were a means to an end. Oh, hello. I think they were there basically as tools of destiny. They were there to set things up. I don't know. Would it be Tyrion? I never even contemplated that. Tyrion does have the wisdom. I don't know, but the Lannister name ain't going to go too far. Sam. It's not going to be Sam. Out of here, woman. This is a man's call. Yeah. There was nothing wrong with the Battle of Winterfell. It's just you suck. I'm picking on some people in the comment box that I know. Okay. You see, when I use terms like classic Who, it's for clarification. At the end of the day, it's basically all one big series told in a different form. Sorry, but even the 96 movie is pretty much canon now. It's been established as that now with the inclusion of Paul McGann. So when I refer to classic Who, that just means, okay, it's something that took place from 63 to 89. When I refer to New Who, it's from something that took place from 2005 to present. Or in 96 movie, I'll refer to it as the 96 movie. I consider it all to be one big tale. Therefore, I can't say I prefer one or the other. Because it is all one story. And it's been told in many different ways. It's changed paradigm. It's changed format. It's changed. It's shifted in so many ways over the last 50 plus years, going on 55 plus years, that I really don't want to say one bit is better than the other. Because there's been some incredible stories since 2005, and there's been incredible stories in the classic era. Even the 96 movie, when I first watched it, I was like, my God, does this suck a golf ball through a garden hose? But when I go back and watch it again, I'm like, okay, I can see where they were going with it. We have a Game of Thrones fight in the comment box. Hey, anyone want to take bets with the super chat on who's going to win? Okay. I can't say there's been too much of an American influence other than the Doctor Who movie, because the Doctor Who movie was a co-production between Fox and BBC. So in that case, you could say there was. Now, a lot of people are saying it was the American influence and Miracle Day that ruined it. Or it has all. The problem is the guy who ran that show, unfortunately, like every other Torchwood, was Russell T Davies. It was his decision to go with that storyline, and it bombed. It was a Moab of a bomb. And, if anyone's heard of a Moab, it's the largest conventional bomb that can be dropped. It has about the same, I think, hit as Hiroshima, but all without all the radiation. It's called Moab, MOAB, mother of all bombs. Because he wanted Torchwood to return. He thought it was a good idea. He thought by doing unnecessary nude scenes and all that and blah, 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 that people were going to eat it up. The problem is when you make your central character a pedo murderer, and then you have him redeem himself at the end, it ain't going to work. Plus, immortality, which, by the way, had been established 1,500,000,000 times, has nothing to do with Jack Harkness's physical makeup. It's the fact that he is an actual living space-time event. It had nothing to do, so his blood shouldn't have done shit. Yet now you got his blood causing, all this mayhem. You got his blood turning people immortal. And it ain't going to happen. And that was one big flaw in that story. And, oh, man. And then, the fact that the immortality around the planet was caused by morphic fields affected by a colossal, massive space vagina that ran through the center of the Earth that they fired Jack's blood into. Okay. I'm sorry, folks, but there's a massive argument going on. Okay, now the thing is, where do you see an American influence other than, okay, the Doctor's now slogging his companion every now and then? I think the next Doctor, Michelle, is going to be a male, and he's definitely not going to be a white guy, I don't think. That's my opinion. I do not think it's going to be another white. I don't think it's going to be another female. I don't think it's going to be another just regular British white dude. I think they're going to go with a different ethnicity. It could be a black Doctor, it could be Latino, he could be Asian. It depends on who makes the cut. Sansa ain't got the chops to sit on the Iron Throne. I don't see it happening. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, it ain't going to happen. They can't afford her. Especially now that she's rewriting Bond scripts. I don't think they're going to be able to afford her. Because this happened while the doctor, Miracle Day happened, if I remember right, while the doctor was off on his little jaunt at the just before the end of time. Back when he was doing the ha-ha with, Queen Bess. So that's why he wasn't around for Miracle Day. He was off on his I don't want to go jaunt. So that's why they put it at that. I've seen worse, trust me. If you listen to my writings, listen to Dr. Freedom and Eric on audio on this channel. Oh, sorry, I had to throw a little plug in there because I'm working on chapter 6, and no, they're not going to cast another woman. Jodie didn't fail. There's nothing wrong with Jodie Whittaker, in my opinion. I did not have a problem with Series 11. Yeah, sure. It was not as good as some series, but it was nowhere near as bad. Come on, folks. Let's recap, shall we? Series 1, Chris Eccleston. Do you think the show would have made it past the Slitheen without Eccleston and Billy Piper in the sea? The Slitheen looked like mutant Cupid dolls from the apocalypse. I agree with you. There was writing that was all over the place. There was writing that was incredible. But like I said, it was not as bad as they're all making it out to be. Tom Holland. Who's Tom Holland again? My brain's blanking. I know that name. Like I said, does he smoke hash? Okay. I'd give it about 6.5. I agree with you. And I'm being generous with the 0.5. Okay. Like, how many here remember the big movie poster season where they were making a bunch of one episode ones? With Journey to the Center of My Disappointment, The Ring of A-Hole 10. Oh, God. Okay, look at Series 2. You had, Fear Her. And the lowest, worst episode of New Who. There's a question for you all out there. Let's get some audience participation. What do you think was the worst episode of New Who? Nope. There will be nothing in this world. It will take a total shit show. I'm talking an episode filmed on an episode filmed on iPhones with a bunch of 5-year-old kids. Right there, you named it. That's mine. Love and fucking Monsters. They will never, ever sink lower than that. We're talking that is the Titanic of this whole new series. Love and freaking Monsters. No, Bating didn't even come close. Bating was actually somewhat interesting. Love and Monsters sucked ass. Trivia fact for you people who don't know this. Everybody here remember Elton from Love and Monsters? He was originally going to be one of the Children of Time. They were going to bring him back for Stolen Earth and Waycaught, and luckily it got dropped. Oh, God, yeah. Well, it's not the fact that I couldn't stand the Wedding or River song was another one of them shit shows with the magic moment in it that was supposed to fix up for it. I'm hoping it's true, Philip, because I've played the Knights of the Old Republic games. The storytelling, the stories, and all that were freaking phenomenal. Now, if they can do it on that level, hell yeah, it's going to be good. Yes, I have seen lots of old Doctor Who. It's been a long time, though, I'll admit, since I've sat down and watched, it's been forever since I've watched Hartnell. Troughton. I still watch Pertwee every now and then. I feel bad because I got to get back and rewatch some of the old stuff because, well, all right, Vid, in case you're joining us, Vidography. Matt Smith and Dominic Monaghan's name appeared on the cast list for Rise of Skywalker on the Disney website. And then 48 hours later, their names got yanked. That to me tells me that him and Dominic Monaghan are playing some kind of pivotal role in the movie. Hopefully a more pivotal role than he got in Terminator Genesis or Terminator Jerry Cyst or whatever you want to call it. My God, that movie sucked ass. Twin Dilemma, yeah. Oh, God. There's parts of Twin Dilemma I like, but it was not fantastic. It was mediocre. There was 2 parts I liked a lot. Can you guess which ones? They were on the companion. Okay, oh God, he's an old sexist bastard. Switch it off, dear. He's going to have a Me Too moment. Here's my problem with the Terminator franchise. Someone goes, are you looking forward to Linda Hamilton returning to Terminator? The thing is this. Terminator 1, great. Terminator 2, pretty damn good. Terminator 3, mediocre. Salvation was really good. I liked it because it was all in the future. There was a slight bit at the beginning where they, set up the story in the present day, and then boom, the rest of that movie is all in the future war. And then the problem was this. While Terminator Salvation was financially a success, the company that ran it ran so shittily, they ran themselves into bankruptcy before they could start the sequel. So, and then came Genesis. Oh, God. Oh. Terminator Genesis, starring Phil Collins. See, that would have made more sense. Oh, yeah, the Brexit mess still continues, right? Like I said, I don't keep track on a lot of current events in politics. I really don't anymore because it's like, why should I worry about some of this shit? It's like, everyone's like, Trump sucks ass. It doesn't matter don't matter who you elect into office anymore, people. They're just Muppets. They're there to serve their corporate masters. They're there to put on a little show for you. They're like bad vaudeville. Now, you're asking me to pick a favorite story out of 56 years coming up of Doctor Who. It's hard to do because there's been so many great ones between each year. Like I said, you had Hartnell with like the Dalek invasion of Earth. I loved the Daleks. Then you had Troughton. Tomb of the Cybermen's the one that stands out on top for Troughton. Pertwee, it's hard to pick because I love so many of them. One I keep coming back to every now and then is Colony in Space, Planet of the Daleks. 4th Doctor, see, he was around for so long, there's like Pyramids of Mars always jumps out at me. Talons of Wing Chiang. 5th Doctor, Snake Dance, Kay Vanderzani. Colin Baker, pretty much the whole Trial of a Time Lord season was probably his highlight. 7th Doctor, I'd have to say Battlefield, Remembrance of the Daleks. See, of course, Paul McGann, you ain't got much to choose from there, but if you go into audio, I'd say Sword of Orion, Zygon Who Fell to Earth. She had so many good ones on audio. But then again, if I went to audio, I'd have to name a bunch of them, like Peter Davison, Spare Parts, and shit like that. Then we go to the 9th Doctor. Favorite one, of course, Dalek. 10th Doctor. Hang on a minute. That would take a while because he had a lot of good ones I liked. We'll come back to 10th Doctor. Matt Smith was probably... Time of the Doctor was pretty good. Good Man Goes to War. 12th Doctor Capaldi, loved him to death. Like I say, you see, it's hard for me to pick one. Midnight was really good. I agree with you on that. Blink, like I said, it's a good episode, but I think it's overrated as well. Silence in the Library, Forest of the Dead. Yes, very, very good. Yeah, feel free to join in the comment box if you want, if we're talking about a subject. Storm again. Oh, Oh, don't get me wrong. The story to the lodger was good, but closing time licked buttholes. I'm sorry. The whole Cyberman assimilation apparatus was overridden by the power of love. Yeah, it's just, oh my goodness. Lodger was, yeah, good, but like I said, closing time will had its good moments. The power of love. Oh, God. He wiped us Cybermen with the power of love. See, look, my TARDIS is fading because my coffee's getting cold. Anything else you want to talk about? Like I said, we got 1,000,000,005 things. So I got a few more minutes. Then I got to go tune out. Are you kidding? Theresa May is too scary to put on a camera. You know how many cameras they would go through? Capaldi's hard to say, but my favorite speech by Capaldi, of course, is Zygon inversion. My favorite speech. That one can, or better yet, Twice Upon a Time was awesome. Then again, there was points in what do you call it? Yeah, Twice Upon a Time was awesome. World Enough in Time, I really liked. Yeah, I loved Peter Capaldi to death. I really did. Sorry, my text went dark again. Every now and then this happens with the YouTube glitch. So I got to sit here and scroll in. Okay, how many times can a doctor regenerate? We don't know now. It's been left blank. Now, you got to remember, when Doctor Who started out, as far as we knew, according to Troughton, Time Lords could pretty much live forever barring illness or injury. And then it wasn't all the way till we started having rejuvenations and regeneration. Matter of fact, regeneration wasn't given a name to the Pertwee era. Gallifrey wasn't named to the Pertwee era. Time Lords weren't named to the War Games. But the Time Lord regeneration limit was set in Deadly Assassin as 12. And they never really explained why you couldn't go beyond it. Yeah, I wish they'd let Jodie go really dark. Oh, God, yeah, there we go. Thanks for bringing that up. In the Forest of the Shite. That was the worst Capaldi episode. Right up there with the moon that turns into a dragon egg. Oh, God. Yeah, if a Time Lord reaches his 12th regeneration, normally he could die of old age, or he or she. But the thing is, because the regeneration limit was 12, therefore you get 13 incarnations, and that was supposed to be it. Now, in the Doctor's case, he was given a little bit of a furlough, so to speak, or a little bit of a little add-on, and it was, I guess, a special case. What I'd like to find out is, because they did that, that's why his regenerations are getting more and more and more explosive. Is because once you get past a certain point, the energy gets harder to contain. That would be interesting to discuss. Oh, yeah, that was a good one, too. Mummy on the Orient Express. Very good episode. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I knew that name, and I couldn't. I was having one of those moments where, yeah, you're not going to get Tom Holland. Nope, not going to happen. Too much money. He's got that mad Disney money. I don't think we're ever going to see it. And someone just asked, would you like to see the Doctor's first daughter? And we're talking, Susan's mom. And I don't think it's ever going to happen, because you have to remember, most times, other than Moffat sticking his dick into the Doctor's origin story as much as he could, they try to avoid getting into too much detail about his origin. There you go. There's an episode you'll never hear of. Daleks in a strip club. Shake that money maker. Wiggle it for Dalek Daddy. You know, you're never going to see that happen. No. Yeah, you're never going to see Tom Holland as Doctor Who. They can't afford him. Why would he go from making millions of dollars for movies to $240K a year? Oh, it's not going to happen. You're not going to see Andrew Russell Garfield either, because he's going to find something else to do other than go back to the UK. All right. Sorry, the helmets are back there. I was wiping those off the other day, and I keep forgetting to put them back up in the case. I've got more helmets than that. Like I said, I've got a full-blown Kevlar combat helmet back there. That's civil, I think, civil warden. We got a civil patrol helmet there. I got so many of them. I'm losing track now of how many hats and helmets I have. One of these days, I just got to sit down and do a count. Like, I'm going to be like that guy in Johnny Dangerously. He's got 100 hats. Yes, I have a bunch of fezzes. Matter of fact, right here, see up there on the Dalek's head? If I had the light on, you could see it better. The Dalek head up there is wearing one of my fezzes. There's another one over there. Yeah, oh God, Time Lash was horrible. Game of Thrones is a really good series. It's just like I said, there's a bunch of people acting butthurt now because I didn't get our way. They didn't follow the way that way. You know, the books. Time for a cash grab. All right. Hang on, I'm trying to get caught up in the comment box here. Okay, folks, 7 more minutes and we're going to tune out. Yeah, I was really pissed, man. I was watching Game of Thrones. Somebody totally spoiled the Starbucks cup. I had been looking forward to that. I knew he was going to show up. Starbucks cup's going to take the throne, man. Starbucks cup's going to sit on the Iron Throne. The salaries are going down for Doctor Who because the BBC cut the budgets. Matter of fact, one of the guys, I think the guy who played Davos Seaworth, tried to blame Amelia Clark for the Starbucks cup. And she was not happy about that. Yep, there was, all right, I don't know if you know about it, Nick, but originally, if you watched the one scene, somebody had left a Starbucks cup on the table and it made it to air. And people had a laugh and a half about that. Yeah, I think it was Liam Cunningham said it, and she threw a fit about it. Sorry, my allergies are going off bad today. I'm going to have to go take some for you in a minute. They digitally edited the cup out. So from now on, when they air that episode, that cup is now gone. It's been edited. It's been digitally taken out of the episode. Thank you, Donna. All right, in the vapor thing right now, we have, I believe this is Star Blast. Nope, Philip, that scene made it to air. That's why people threw a fit about it. The Starbucks cup was sitting there in that scene. And now they've digitally edited it out. So that way, from now on, when it airs, you're not going to see it anymore. So, yeah, it was way too late. I wouldn't know what my favorite beer is because I don't drink. I have not touched alcohol now since about 2007, 2008. It'll probably be the special features, probably the outtakes. Behold the dirty words the cup said. Gendry Waters. That sounds like the name of a country singer, don't it? And now the latest hit. My pickup truck ran over my dog by Gendry Waters. My stolen pickup truck ran over my daughter, and it was done by my ex-wife. That is a good question, John, is how the hell that managed to get by in post-production. Somebody really slipped up. It does happen every now and then. Yeah, continuity errors are, more common than you think. If you ever get a chance, go over on YouTube, look up famous continuity errors and stuff like that, and you'll be amazed by things that happened in movies that you never noticed before. But when they're shown to you, you cannot see them, now. When you go back and watch that movie. I hate to agree with you, Connor, but the fact that the Starbucks cup scene made it there, that tells me they were really in a freaking hurry to get that sucker out. Okay, 3 more minutes, and I'm going to close down shop. But I just wanted to get out there and say, look, yeah, sadly, all the wildfire they needed, got blown up by Cersei. Because I think they were in a hurry to get things ready. They worked up to the last minute to make sure everything was quote-unquote. Yeah, they needed at least a full season. Why the hell they decided to do a partial season to wrap up such a massive series is beyond me. Right now, I think I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts Turbo. Sorry, man, you don't wear capes. You ever heard what happened to that one guy? Got caught in a jet intake and he was gone. Any more questions, inquiries, desires? That's right. Lucifer season 4. I just finished watching that today, and it is awesome. If you're into Lucifer and all that, you will not be disappointed by season 4. The basic formula is still there, plus a few added extras. I think Ryan Johnson's gone. It's one of them cases where they just don't want to admit it. Yeah, Ryan Johnson, like I said, I think they pretty much told him, don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. Otherwise, we'd have to sterilize it from your suck. Here's a guy who made sucking so bad, he turned suck into a noun. Ryan, what? You're going to have to leave. Why? Because after Last Jedi, we can just smell your suck. Oh, man. I enjoyed Last Jedi for certain parts, but then when I go back and rewatch it, it lost its luster really fast. Oh my God. It was just one big running chase scene. It's like, you can't tell me the fucking Empire cannot have a ship in that fleet that can't go any goddamn faster. Oh. Yeah, really? He was so good, he damn near sank the trilogy with a second movie. It's called Somebody Got Too High and Mighty for Their Own Damn Good and damn near flushed the saga down the toilet. I hate to admit it, but I think they should have left it all to one guy. As much as I have a beef with J.J. Abrams, he did have the best intentions going into the Star Wars movies. But my big problem was this. They already had an established extended universe. They decided to piss it away. They already had a really good saga that was written that took place after Endor. They decided to piss it away. You had a really good adversary and a really good story. They decided to piss it away and start fresh. And, oh, well. Well, folks, I'm going to get on out of here because it's about that time. So, if you're out there, remember, take a deep breath before you tweet. Think happy thoughts before you post it on Facebook. Jack it in your sock or put it on Tumblr. So please, everyone, have a good night. See you on the flip side. Have a good one. And hopefully we'll have some more of these coming in the future.